Coffee.
Alright, hey, what's happening guys? This is Mike Moo, and I'm continuing to test a bunch of chargers for the Sony NP-FZ100. This is a dual slot USB charger model by Nitecore, and I have used a couple of other Nitecore products. Most of them were flashlights, but I have had and sent for review for me in the past a Sony NP-FW50 battery series. This one is of course for the NP-FZ100 series. Now, unlike other chargers that you might see, the generic chargers, this of course has a number of unique features which you can immediately see on the packaging. For one thing, Nitecore designs their own products, and as far as I know, there is nothing out there like this on the market right now. Okay, and what's special is of course that this has a nice screen which tells you the voltage and how much charge got put into the battery pack that you currently have in either one of these two slots. And it also has a single slot max output of 1200 milliamp hours, which would ensure that you can fastly charge your FZ100 batteries if you wanted to. It also has a little bit of a slow charge mode. And unlike other units, this one actually monitors your battery status and displays battery health by telling you whether or not the battery is still good, normal, or poor based on some pre-programmed specifications that the unit itself will actually monitor and display for you. It's also got a bunch of other certifications that you will probably not ever find on the cheap $5 to $10 chargers. As you can see, they are also environmentally friendly as well. Compatibility, of course, is with Sony NP-FZ100 series. It's got input voltage of 5 volts 2 amps or 9 volt 2 amps. Now, the 9 volt 2 amps is where you have a QC 2.0 charger. That is not included with the USN4 Pro. You're going to have to buy that separately. I'll have a link down below of some ones that you can get. It doesn't have to be a 2.0. It could be a 3.0 or 3 point something. It should be okay too. And has a quick charge mode of 1200 milliamp hours for one, or 800 for two of them, and a standard mode of 1000 milliamp hours for standard mode. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside the box and take a closer look at the unit itself. Now, this charger, you might be wondering how much it is. It is roughly $30 US here when I last checked, and this is now currently May 2019. Okay, so you get a standard micro USB cable here. I am really not sure if this is QC 2.0 or QC 3.0 ready. I guess I'll have to test that myself to see if that works. And of course the charger. The charger itself is physically larger than the last one that I shared, the last video that I shared with you, and it makes sense. It has some pretty neat design. This kind of looks like a heat sink on the outside. This might look a little bit scratched up here, but that's because there's a protective LCD screen protector. You can go ahead and scratch that off. If you want, you can actually put on a better one. I find it doesn't really bother me too much because you won't really see the scratches when you have it on anyway. So it's got the standard 3 exposed pins. They look and feel like high quality type of pins. And of course the Nitecore branding, and in the bottom it actually tells you information about the inputs and what it's compatible with. What is interesting is that my previous unit did not actually have a separate, had the cable built in. This one allows you, maybe they've been listening, to go ahead and snake this guy in there, or you can use a third-party micro USB cable. So my guess is that because they give you this cable and they made it also replaceable, so you can replace this with just about any other micro USB cable, is that this should be QC 2.0 compatible. I will definitely take a closer look at these details later on and report back in a future update video. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and go ahead and get a battery pack, and we'll go ahead and see how the screen lights up and everything. It's the Energizer one with a USB-C output. Unfortunately, this does not necessarily have the QC 2.0 output. I forget because I usually use this for USB-C PD, power delivery. Okay, so the unit's on. You will see that there's no information about the slot right there, and it's a little bit hard to see. So looks like this is not going to be super bright, which is fine for me because when I'm charging, I'm usually charging it in the evening anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and slide in a battery here, and this one's the Ravpower, which I just did a video on. Take a close look at that. So I have the slot right there. I powered it on. It takes a couple of seconds to realize what's going on and let you know that this is still a good battery at 8.3 volts. The rate of charge looks like it's right up there. It is between, there's like 5 different segments here, so it lets you know that it is between 80 and 100%, which makes sense, and let you know what the charge rate is, and then also how much got put into it while we were just recording now. So 1 milliamp hour just got charging at a rate of 153 now because it's getting close to being really full. And at the end of all this charging, after it's done, I should have a full-on report. So this is something that you really can't get with one of the not the built-in, well, some of the built-in. So if you got an Alpha 7 R3, of course, it doesn't give you any information like that. This basically just gives you whether or not it's charging or whether it's done by color. This will actually tell you on the screen. And just a quick little update, even for Ravpower themselves, they have 2 different versions. One charges a little bit faster than the other one. The newer one charges a little bit faster than the older one, and that's distinguished. You can tell by this one is the older design, and this one is the newer design. And this was all purchased within April and May, by the way. Okay, so that's it for this quick look. I don't anticipate any issues with this. I do tend to believe in previous testing that the Nitecore chargers function exactly as advertised. And so it will give you the charging rate that you expect, just not all the way through, because this is a relatively smarter charger. It won't charge at the same rate all the way through to the end. It's a little bit more intelligent than that, and that's kind of what you're paying for at the $30 price bracket. Okay, well that's it for this quick first look review of the USN4 Pro. If there's any updates to that, you can be sure that I will post about it. I'll put it in the comments or I'll put it in my review site. Details will always be in the description of the video down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Guys, I think I found the best Sony charger available for your digital camera system. This is new for 2019. Check it out.